Hello everyone, my name is Rajesh Kumar and I'm your DevOps, SRE, DevSecOps coach. So, what I'm going to teach you today is a tool for packaging, and the name of the tool is Packer. Okay. Now, what is Packer? Guys, first thing, why we are learning so many tools, and every time, whenever I teach you some tools, I'll talk about certain coding standards has to be done. That means the in the DevOps and SRE that nowadays what we do here we do coding for everything. Okay, that is the one of the motto which we have. We have to write a coding for everything. So you do code for build, you code for testing, you code for automation testing, you code for deployment, you code for CI, you code for CD. So why not code for packaging? So what is Packer? So Packer is a tool. Okay, it's a tool, just a small tool. Okay, for creating machine image, creating machine image. Now, next question you will ask, what is a machine image? So guys, when you say machine image, that means the image which you want to create it. So you can create a virtual machine. For example, let's say AWS. What is image? We call it AMI, right? We have Azure image, Azure VM image, correct now? VM image. We have Google also, right? Google Cloud. We have a VM image. We have let's say Vagrant. So here we call it a Vox image, right? We have what else? Vagrant. We have, let's say, you use VMware, right? You have a VM image again, VM image. So machine image is like image which you can use it for creating a virtual machines. In a Docker, you have a Docker image also, which I showed you. So again, you have a Docker image. So the question is, how do we create an image using code? And for that, we are using Packer. Is that understood for everyone? All of you? Hello? Hello?
Yeah, Raj.
Yes, Raj. Yeah.
Yeah. So now this tool is from the company called HashiCorp. Okay. So HashiCorp is the one tool which I'm going to teach you. I mean, HashiCorp is the one of company name, and from this company, there are so many tools I'm going to teach you. For example, Vagrant is from HashiCorp, Packer is from HashiCorp, Terraform is from HashiCorp, Consul is from HashiCorp. So many tools they developed, and all the tools are very good for the SREs and DevOps operations actually. Now, this tool has been written in Golang. That means the moment I say Golang, that means it's become a platform independent. Why? Because any product which you have written in a Golang, you can run in Windows, Linux, and Mac. All this thing. By the way, guys, it's a free tool. Okay, so there's no cost for it. So now we have understood this Packer is one of the tool for creating a machine image, and this is something which is coming from the HashiCorp and so on. Now, next thing is like, okay, so how do we install it? So simply you go to the Google first thing and download Packer. I'm doing in Windows itself, so here you have it. And download Packer. This is the website. Now, if you're on Mac guys, Windows guys, Linux guys, depends on what you want. So I'm Windows, and then my laptop is AMD64. So download this. So I don't know whether I have already downloaded. I don't remember though. Let me check this in this PC. C drive, tools. Do you have a Packer? Yes, already there. So see, this is the executable. Whatever I'm downloading, right? This you unpack it. This is you unpack it here. This is the Packer. Let me replace it. New executable. So I'll delete this one and replace it. New one. Done. So that's the Packer. It's taking little time. Got it.
Raj, it is used to create only the images, or can we pack other things as well, like Java, jar files, all these things?
No. This is for system images, machine image, only for
Okay.
machine image. For example, these are the support which you have. I'm avoiding the slides because I'm not able to customize it. I got a bad habit actually. So here you create a AMIs for Amazon, Google, Azure, VMware, Docker, QEMU, VirtualBox, Hyper-V, DigitalOcean, OpenStack, Parallels, Vagrant, Alibaba Cloud, and all. So these are the supports which we have. That means in a simple way, you can create an images for this platform in one go using code. Okay. So this is something which we have. Now, typically what you do, because you know that I'm lazy person, so here I'll put this in the environment so that way I can call from anywhere. So go to the path, and here I have might have added here. See, it is already added. So I added in the path. That's all done. So now here I'll create one directory and call it Packer. And here if I go and open a command line and just check that whether it's stored or not. And you see, it's set up simple. It's just utility. Just copy it, paste it, and set in the path. That's all. So now this is the Packer. I mean, how do we install it? In Linux, it will be more easier. In fact, just you have to run these commands in Ubuntu, RHEL, Fedora, Amazon, all this thing. So done. These are the commands. Only two commands is important in this whole. Rest of the command is just around it. You can use it. So now the question is, okay, we have understood that these are for creating an image, but how do we write a code actually? That is important. So look at this here. This is a good image. So if you see that there is one code in this image which you have a packer.json, correct now? And in this packer.json, you have a three component, three section of the code actually. One is like builder we call it, and first one is builder, second one is a provisioners, and third one is the post processors. So what exactly you are going to do? So basically you are going to take one base image as a source, and after that you are going to use certain builders. Certain builders means these are the builders which I showed you, right? So these are the builders actually. Okay, so which one we are using in this session? AMI, I mean Amazon EC2. We are creating the builder. So we'll select the builder. And now in that source image, base image, what you want to do, that is a provisioner. Provisioner means something you can run some Ansible code, Chef code, Puppet code, some command line, shell, PowerShell, Windows, whatever it is, whatever the base image you have it, you can run such command and do the modifications. And after that, you do the post processor. That means creating a VM out of it, whatever it is, whichever format you wanted. The output of this is like a VM, and you can use it. So it's a very simple workflow. You have a builder, provisioners, and post processors. Now, for the same thing, I'm going to show you the code for it. So where is that code? So by the way, there are tutorials also pretty good. Here you should check this. And good amount of tutorials are there. But anyways, I'm here, so not to complicate official documentation. So here we have a Packer, and see here, I have so many tutorials actually. This is installation documents. This is the workflows. This is the Packer command and use cases. This is a list of provisioners. This is a list of provisioners again, builders, and many things are there actually. Vagrant image, Azure image, and so on. Okay, so one of these things I need, that is uh, code. So how do we get a code? I'm just looking for it. Just give me 2 seconds. So do you see some examples or something for AWS?
Yeah.
AWS. Somewhere it should be there. So here it is. Got it? So you have this example, and I'm going to show you this code actually. So let's look at this here. That's not a very great code. Look at this. This is a builder. What types of image you want to create? It's a builder. So here, if you see that you see source image, source GitHub da da da. that will change actually for the builder. If you want to use Azure, the plugin name will be different. Google Cloud plugin name will be different, something like that. So this is important. So right now I'm creating an image of AWS AMI, then it's a builder. Now for builder, what is a source image? So source image here, you have selected this one, source image. So let's log into the AWS and find out the source image. So you know what I'm going to do? Creating one AMIs. I mean, I need a AMI ID. Okay. So I'm using the Ubuntu and here 18 20 20, right? Yeah. And what is AMI ID for this? Can you locate it? AMI ID somewhere it should be.
Near the architecture,
Ah,
verified
it's
provider.
so here is AMI ID, right? And now I'll go to AMIs here, and here I'll search for public image because it's a public one, right? Enter. This is the AMI. Now what I'll do, I'll feed that this information. For example, what is a name? Okay, what is a name and type, HPM, owners, and all these things. So let me copy this code actually and open this one. So file name you can keep it anything which is ending with SCL. Okay, so SCL means HashiCorp configuration language. So Packer dot HCL. HCL. By the way, it can be JSON also, but I'm not comfortable with the JSON. I mean, I feel SCL is better, I mean, compared to JSON format. So you can write a code, convert into the JSON, SCL, it's so up to you, but I'm comfortable with SCL. Okay, so that's all. This is the code. And here I'm going to modify this. So let me modify. So I'll go to AWS and here I'm going to name this and I'm modifying this. Okay. And what is the type for this? CBS. What is the SVM? Virtualization SVM. Who's the owner of this VM? This guy. So all this I'm modifying it and username is Ubuntu. So this is the source image. What will happen? The Packer will filter and then use as a base image. Okay. Now, what is the output you want? The AMI name which will be resulted. So you can name it whatever you want. And say certain changes has to be done as part of the build, right? So for that, one VM will be created from this source. So what type of the VM will be created? So here you have T2 macro and all. Okay. Now this is the access key and secret key. You have to update it because Packer needs access to AWS, right? So for that, I'm going to access this one. And here, done. And access key done. Secret key done. So this is the secret key and access key done. Now this is like a source image, and then this is a setting up the permissions. That is done. Now inside the VM, which is the source image, what you want to do in the VM, what changes you want to do. So that is called builder. Okay, build section. What do you want to do? In the build, we have a provisioners. Here, if you see, this is the provisioners. If you remember that, we have so many types of provisioners we have it. Provisioners is something which will do the changes in the VM and then create a new VM out of it. So you can run any of these provisioners. So here I'm using the shell provision, which is here, local shell, this one. Okay. And in the shell, these are Linux command, which will install the Redis. In these are the Linux command and simply you can literally, this is, you can keep it anything, whatever you want, you can keep it. Okay. So here we are modifying this provisioner. So here if you see the build source and if you see it's coming from source dot amazon-avs dot ubuntu. So this has to match. The builder means these changes I want to do in this particular source. Okay. So this is important. Line number, the one which is inside the inline, that is the most important things. So done. This is the coding, you did it. So that means you see that here you want to create a AWS image. You want to use this as a base image. You want to modify this base image with these changes, and you want to create a new AMIs out of it. That's all. So are you okay with the code, all of you?
Raj,
All of
one question. So this Packer, yeah, this code, is this which language? Is it a JSON or YAML?
It's a SCL. SCL. SCL
Oh,
means any products if you are using for HashiCorp, you have to write a SCL code. They call it SCL means HashiCorp configuration language. That's easier. By the way, if you think no, I don't want SCL, so JSON is also there. So there is one command to convert into, say here, this one. You can convert to SCL to JSON, JSON to SCL. This command will help. But SQL is easy to read and modify the things. JSON is like you make a
okay,
little mistake. It's very difficult. Got it?
right. So this HCL programming language will be available in HashiCorp platform, is it?
All the HashiCorp product. I mean, if you go for here, just they have so many products by the way, and you must learn all of their products. Or else we it's not SRE and it's not DevOps. So this is the company. And see there's a product list. So Terraform is from them. I'll teach you. Packer, I'm teaching you. Nomad, Vagrant, Vault, Wandry, Consul, Waypoint. There are few more products. They have not updated the website. Like there is one more tool which two in fact is missing. I'm not able to immediately recall that name. It's like little niche. So
Raj,
yeah.
I have a
Okay,
question.
okay.
Okay. So we can build the image, right? The image for Amazon, all these things, right? Cloud provider, EC2, whatever, right? But
Yeah.
the use case would be with Packer is like, if you want to customize any, default, out of the box that image that Amazon or some cloud provider provides, we want to customize based on our company's requirement. That is when,
Right.
Packer
See,
comes in picture. Is that correct?
typically what happens, I'll tell you. Typically
Mm-hmm.
what happens, the new requirements will come almost every day. Sometimes security requirement, you have to update your image. Sometimes patching, you have to update your image. Sometimes new base software, you have to install it and you have to change your image. And that's a headache actually. And sometimes what happens, you have to change the base image in AWS also, Google Cloud also, Azure also. Why? Because maybe you're using everywhere. So now this manual activity is becoming irritating actually. Now what you have to do, you have to use, let's say if you are modifying the image on the AWS, so you'll use image AWS builder, and you are modifying the Azure, then you'll use Azure image builder. Then different thing you have to learn. Here what you are doing, using the one code itself, you can modify everything. Just you have to change this, you have to keep doing this one, and you can commit this code in the, so I mean whatever you want, and just modify and run the build automated way through Jenkins and all, and it will keep modifying the code actually. So that way everything should be done through the coding. Getting me?
Okay. Yeah. But how do we patch with it? Like, how do we patch AMI image with it?
Simple. Patching means you are running commands. Patching is command, right? This is the
Yeah.
patch. This is the patch. Line number 41,
Okay.
right?
Yeah. Okay.
Or
So
maybe
whichever
you want to
image
upgrade.
has, yeah, whichever machine has that image as the base will be patched automatically when we provide it. Like, oh, this is where
Yeah,
we have to do. Okay.
yeah. So the idea is like, see,
Okay,
this
great.
you doing earlier through command line, but everything what we say it has to be done through coding. That is the motto actually. Got it?
Okay,
Yeah.
but it's done. I'll come back to the question of the HCL. So this HCL language, is it available in the HashiCorp website, or where can we learn this HCL?
Okay. So first thing, don't pressurize your mind for the language. The moment we hear the language, we get scared. This is the language actually. You have to start with curly braces, end with curly braces, and these are instruction variable, value, variable, value, variable, value. These variables, all these things we have to copy paste from the website. That's all. You need to understand what exactly. There's no as such
Okay,
specifications.
so the Okay, there is a template available. There will be a template available, and then we just need to modify the template according to our needs,
Correct.
right?
Yes, yes, yes. That's all. So here build
Okay.
section, this is called section. Inside that you have all these options available. You have a few more which you depends on the requirement. There's a source sections. You have a few options available. You have a packer section. You have a few all. So these are the published information on their official websites. And is equal to
Okay.
and that.
Yeah, I think
Right.
even
Yeah.
I
Thanks,
think
Raj.
Terraform also uses the same HCL.
Same, yeah, yeah, same, yeah.
Yeah, they have
Terraform,
like
I'll teach
four
you.
section. Yeah.
Yeah, 1 month to go, but it's the same thing. Terraform is also same. Okay, so once you have written this code, what to do? So here, most important thing is this one. Rest of the thing is repeated. Okay, this you have to decide what you want in the video. Now, this first time you have to run, you have to run init packer.scl. There's a spelling mistake somewhere. I don't know where exactly. So the file, okay, the file name should be something like. Let me move the file. Packer to packer dot. Uh, they recommend the file name should be in this format, and which I did not follow. So what is that? P dot pkr. What happened? Ambient command is not there. Oh, sorry, it's Windows, right? So do you know what is a command in Windows for this? It's okay. Manually, I'll do that.
Rename, right?
Is it? I don't know.
Uh, uh,
Yeah, it worked, I guess. Thank you.
yeah, I mean, I used Windows 8 years ago.
Yeah.
I don't remember it.
Done. Let me run this in it. And okay, there's some different error. So line number 47, I made a mistake. What exactly? I don't know. Line number 47. So this is the one. Okay, so extra, I don't know how come I added extra curly braces. And again, it's breaking the same line. I'm just checking. I
Have to
copy
change
pasted
the
actually.
file name Packer. Yeah, Packer.cl.
Oh,
There
okay,
you
okay,
rename
okay.
the file name.
Correct, correct, correct. So let me delete that file. I'm getting confused. And open this. And here, list one extra line is there. And yeah, I think one extra line is there. Done. Okay, so done. And now, right? So init you have to do once. Init means what will happen? This will download. This will download. But in my case, nothing have happened. Why? Because in my case, it's already downloaded in a cache. It's I use this machine for demo. So for you, it will take few minutes to download, and finally you have to build it. This command, build, enter. So this is the final command you have to do, build, and this will do everything. So this will check that your access, it will create one instance out of this source, do the modification inside this, then create a VM and named with Ramu Kaka and confirm you. So it will take 3 to 4 minutes, I think 5 minutes at max, and then stuff like that. So everything will be done by Packer. Basically, you were doing earlier, but manually. But now Packer is your guy for all this. Okay. So this way you can automate almost any image creation, which I have mentioned here. So that way you don't have to complicate this manual activities and all. So you can do that. Got it, all of you? Okay, so now here I'm going to just see installing Redis. Why? Because here you see this guy. So Ashwini, are you understanding all this thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you need to learn to automate all this stuff. So let's wait for a few minutes. It will take some time. And meanwhile, if you see that the VMs will be created somewhere here, go to EC2 and If you see that here, see that this VM they have created for you. Where is that? Where is that? Okay, maybe the region is different. Mumbai and cancel. See here. So now this was the VM. Now they stopped it. Why? Because the work is completed. If you see that, yeah. So see, work is completed. So they wanted to install something done, and they stopped it. Here you see stopping the instance, and then they're creating AMIs out of that instance. Stop instance. Okay. See, this is line, and just wait for it. It will be few minutes. It will be available. So how to create manually this AMI? So after the change, you can go instance and in this place, let's say this, and then go to connect image and create image. This was a manual activity that you have automated. And you see here that Ramu Kaka should come in the owned image. See here it has come already, but it's not ready because it's still creating. See here. And now that is your new image actually, which you can use as part of the new automation. So that means after the Packer, what will come? Terraform. See, you created image. Now you have to deploy the image in the cloud. What to do? So that Terraform you need to learn, and I'll teach you. That's a 1 month to go around. So did you understand that, all of you?
Yeah.
Yes. So, can you, while it is creating, can you go to that the notepad document? Yes. So the first top line, no, down below, starting the code. Yeah, this one. Packer requirement. If I understand it right, it is now the Packer is getting the source from GitHub,
This is Amazon
HashiCorp
Builder.
Amazon.
In case of different, it will
Okay.
become Azure or something. This will be
Okay.
downloaded when you run init, no? When you run init, it will download it. But for me, it was downloaded.
Packer.
Say done. So the image is ready. Now
Okay.
you can use it this for the deploying that image. So this is your base image, golden image. You can say golden image, and see it's available. And finally, this is work done. So more modifications will happen here. Rest of the code will remain same, but most modifications will happen here. And this is a one of the way you can, you know, do the stuff. Let me delete the key.
So what kind of access is required for creating this image, Raj, in
So there's
AWS?
one rule. There's a EC2 EC2 full access will work for you. So that is the image builder. There's one more permissions policy you can add.
Okay. So he need, okay. Yeah.
EC2 anyways you'll get a MI as access, but if you want only that limited access, so you have to be a little bit, understanding the policies and all. I'm deleting actually. I've deleted, so work is done. Okay. So any
So
questions,
this one
guys?
will create, yeah, this Packer will create all the AMIs, is it? After create, I mean, this will create the AMIs, just AMIs, and it will not no do any other deployments inside the AMIs. Is it? For example,
No,
if I
I
want
mean
to,
deployment inside that it will do that. See, AMIs. If you custom AMIs you want to create, so this is the way. But if you want to deploy that, I mean AMIs. See, VM deployment you do through the Terraform, right?
yeah, if I see it here, the VMs are created along with the Redis. No,
So this time
so we
what I
don't
did,
need
I
a
created
Terraform,
Redis server.
right? So you build a Redis server using the Packer, and the server is created already, and there is no need for
Image is
Terraform. No, it is already
image is
created.
created. Image is created which has a Redis server. Now we have to deploy this image to the VM and to create a VM. That will be done by either you manually deploy the VM using that AMI, or you can automate through the Terraform.
Okay, this is only image, is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, got it. Thanks, Raj.
So guys, here, if you see that, just type a Packer. Here I have given all the examples. For example, here I have given example for AWS. I showed you. You want to create a Vagrant image using automation. So this is the code you can use it. You want to create an Azure image using automation. This is the code you can use it. Many other also have used it. You can see that here. Amazon parameters, secret managers, so many things have there. So this code will help you to Vagrant image, small code, and this code will help you for Azure image. Same thing, something similar concept, but the only plugin will change. Okay, and so
Have any issues with our channel membership, you can drop an email to us at contact@devopschool.com, or you can also unsubscribe from channel membership anytime if you don't want to continue or did not like the video. Please be kind enough to like it, and you can comment any of your doubts and queries. We will reply to them at the earliest. Thanks for watching.